people, right, Paul?
I love summer.
I love summer, but once it hits
weather.
September, I want fall.
You want clouds, go live in Seattle.
I don't want them all the time.
He's like, get out of here.
I want 75 and sunny. Is that too much to ask?
Anyway, it's time to take a coffee break. We're starting with why we shouldn't zone out when we take our dogs outside.
Yeah, let me tell you why. So apparently that's because humans, we keep getting hurt while we walk our dogs. There you go. Has it happened to you? It happened to me. I'll tell you all about that in a bit. So the injuries are apparently on the rise. Researchers at Johns Hopkins University found that the injuries have increased more than 300% since 2001. And we're talking about fractures, sprains, head trauma, landing people in the emergency room. So they're saying the biggest way to keep yourself safe is to avoid multitasking. So that means putting your phone away while you're out on a walk.
But how is that possible?
I know, exactly. Doctors also suggest using shorter leashes since long ones are more likely to get tangled. They make it harder for you to control your dog. I know you guys all hear me talk about how crazy my dog is, and she's like so active. One day I was taking her on a walk. I had the leash pretty long. I was running. I was in my zone. She just stopped out of nowhere, face planted. Right. I didn't end up in the emergency room or anything, but this is this is true. And I've seen this happen to people too at the dog park. So make sure you're present, which is easier said than done.
I have seen people being like dragged down the street by their big dogs before. And like it's totally out of control. There's no way to, with those really big dogs.
Well, I have a tip. So my dog's 45 pounds, so it's not a problem for me. But when my mom walks him, she's only like 100 pounds. And so if he takes off running, it can be dangerous for her. So someone recommended, and I got it, and it works great. It's called a gentle leader. And it's like a change in the, like it goes over their nose. So if they pull, it like causes them to kind of go sideways. So then they won't pull.
I've used that before. I just feel bad because some people will look at my dog thinking she's evil.
Well, they think it's like a muzzle, but it's not. They can
It's
still
not.
eat and open their mouth and everything. But then I tell other people, and they're like, it's great.
Paul, did you learn something?
I've lots of new things out there since I've walked
We'll
the
get
dog.
you a gentle leader.
Just be
I see
careful,
so many
okay?
people that are on their phone, whether they're
that's
pushing a
what it
baby
is.
in a baby stroller, or if you're not present, you're going to run into something, or the dog does something you're not ready for. It's like, I don't know, I think we all just need to pay attention regardless of what we're doing.
Yeah, not learn the hard way.
That's got to be the culprit.
Yeah.
All right, being more present, Paul, is one of the best things you can do for your happiness too, it turns out.
That's why Paul's so happy.
Yeah, it's according to multiple therapists who spoke to the Huffington Post about the best ways to cultivate happiness. They say taking extra time to enjoy a calm or happy moment can boost your mood for the rest of the day. That can look like taking an extra 5 minutes in the shower or eating your lunch outside instead of at your desk, which we all know very well. The point is to sit with positive emotion for longer than you normally would so that you can tap into that feeling when a stressful moment comes up. It makes sense, right? But it's nice to have a reminder to do that.
Yeah.
For sure.
It sounds great.
Yeah, it's like an extra 5 minutes. It's easy to do, but sometimes it doesn't feel easy when you're in the middle of like a stressful, crazy, chaotic day.
Yeah.
It makes a difference though.
I need to do this more when I go hiking. I feel like I'm so in the moment of finishing the hike and getting that good workout versus looking around and being like, I'm in nature. This is beautiful. This is right in my backyard.
And we're so lucky to live in California where we can do that. And that's the one thing I will say. I love sunshine because if I'm in like a bad mood,
going back to that.
when I walk outside, if the sun is shining, it does instantly put you in a better
Don't go outside right now. Okay? Wait till like 2 o'clock. Just hang out here. We got a couple more shows for you probably.
Okay, yeah, we do.
The most desirable job title for Gen Zers is not as easy as it looks. Get ready for this. 60%, more than half of young adults and teenagers say they want to be an influencer. But the folks who actually do the influencing, they're warning, it's not easy. It's a 7-day-a-week job, long hours if you actually want it to pay you well. TikTokers with more than 1 million followers recently spoke to CNBC about the lack of balance in the profession, saying they're often their own photographer, their own videographer, their own editor.
Sounds like our first job.
Exactly. And I was, didn't have 1 million followers back then.
Right.
They find it hard to stop working because the internet's never offline. So it's one of those things, I think, we see the finished product and we're like, oh, that's easy, I can do that, before realizing it took hours and hours and hours and takes and editing and music and this and that to come up with one before they even had 1 million. It's actually a lot harder than a 9 to 5.
And talk about not being present in the moment, right?
Right.
I mean, you could like sit and enjoy a meal, enjoy nature, enjoy the company you're with, but you're busy taking pictures or video of yourself. And for others.
Yeah, and I think they're also trying to work as hard as they can now because the shelf life of an influencer is obviously, you know, are these people going to still be working at 50, 60 years old doing this? Are people still going to want the content? Or even 30, right?
Yeah, and it's insatiable. Like you're competing with so many people and it just never ever
I feel like
stops.
it's creatively exhausting because you have to come up with all those new ideas all the time. How do they do that?
I don't
It's
know.
really
They must have
impressive.
creative minds, but I have no desire to be an
someone's
influencer. Well, Coffee Shop is cashing in on the people who use it as an office space, probably some influencers, right? Bedford Studio in New York City charges a fee for anyone who wants to use a laptop there. There's a daily $10 pass or annual memberships for $300. The shop charges that fee whether you buy something from them or not. People agree it's reasonable for a coffee shop to want you to not just sit there for free, but think it's unnecessary to have the fee rather than a minimum spending amount. I mean, I've been in restaurants before where, like, you know, if we're like doing a live shot and we're parked outside all day and you'll go in and you see someone there and they're still there, you know, like 7 hours
At 11
later.
at night.
Right? So I can't, you know, they do, and they tend to, you know, they take up space. So it does draw from the business if they're not like ordering every hour, which who's doing that?
Yeah.
Well, they should order something, I think. You should never go to a business and then not spend money at the business.
But if they get
Free
like
latte minimum.
I was going to say highly caffeinated by the end of the
But if
day.
they get a coffee and a bagel and that's it at 9 a.m. and they're there till 5, you know, I can
That's a
see
long time,
why they'd want to charge
That's
that.
called squatting.
That is.
Seriously.
And that's today's coffee break.